Good morning. My name is Jeff Hollenbach. I'm here to spend just a few minutes talking with you about a ministry called the Worm Project. The Worm Project is a ministry of Mosaic Mennonite Conference. Our goal is to help prevent malnutrition in children by providing medicine to eliminate parasitic worms. We purchase deworming medicine in large quantities of 1 million tablets or more. We donate this medicine to our in-country partners who then do the distribution throughout a variety of countries throughout the world. We are an all-volunteer staff. We have very, very little overhead. What is the problem? The problem is there are 800 million children that are in need of treatment for parasitic worms each year. Almost 1/3 of these children are getting no treatment at all. It's very sad to think about. The causes of the problem, there's a variety of those. Many people throughout the world do not have proper sanitation. Adult female worms inside a child can lay thousands of eggs, which are then passed out through the child's feces. Children can become infected by swallowing these eggs, whether they're found in contaminated water, vegetables not properly prepared, and certainly the dirt that children play in with their hands that eventually gets to their mouth and creates a major part of this problem. The kind of worms involved here are roundworms, hookworms, and whipworms. A roundworm can rob a child of 30% of their daily nutrition. How do the worms affect children? Well, certainly their physical and cognitive impairment due to malnutrition is a major concern. As you see in some of these photos, especially the child on the right with the enlarged stomach, that is something that's very common with children that have these parasites. There can be more than 100 parasitic worms growing in one child. And so here we see an image of the actual worms removed from a child in Kenya. This is a difficult slide to look at, and yet it's the crux and the reality of what we're talking about this morning. The impact of deworming can be amazing. And so in this slide, we see a grandmother and her child on the left, and then a year later on the right, and you can see the health and the smile and the joy that's coming from that beautiful child after treatment. I had the privilege a number of years ago to be in Honduras and to physically actually give some of the medication to these children. It was a thrill for me to be there and to think about the impact, the real positive impact this medication can have in the life of a child. In 2020, we purchased medicine to treat over 4 million children. That's a wonderful number. It's a large number, and yet in the history of the Worm Project, it's a little low. COVID implications have been huge for all of us, including the Worm Project, and yet these parasites, they don't know anything about COVID, and so they continue, and we need to do our best to try to get as much treatment as we can to as many children as we can. One deworming tablet costs just a few pennies, and the recommended treatment is 1 tablet every 6 months. So thank you for considering this issue, this major issue with us. Jesus said, whatever you did for one of the least of these brothers and sisters of mine, you did for me. Please feel free to join us and learn more about us. This is just the tip of the iceberg that I'm talking about this morning. Our website is www.wormproject.org. Consider helping us treat the beautiful children of the world that are in need of this medication. Thank you.